Now, we've already briefly touched on some of the learning material, well, I suppose probably the case studies that we look at as part of the course. But Iona, if I can hand on over to you to talk to us a little bit about some of the, I suppose, go into a little bit more detail as what the learning material looks like. So books, case studies, I think we can have real world examples there as well. What else can we expect?
The learning material for this course is structured into workbooks and learner guides. There's a number of self-directed learning activities which might include researching, for example, the national employment standards, or maybe a range of other different aspects of employment, cultural considerations when we're looking at developing diversity plans, implementing change and change management in an organisation is also addressed in the learning materials. It's delivered online. The learning management platform or the learning environment ensures that the student is supported through every step of their learning. So students are also able to track their progression through the course. The course also includes live tutorials, and those tutorials are held fortnightly for students to support their progression and the development of the core knowledge topics, and also available to students are forums in the course where they're able to join in, meet other students in an online environment. We often find that friendships are formed in the discussion forums and they last throughout the course and ongoing between students. The forums also give students an opportunity to explore different aspects of their learning as well. So it's a pretty wide-ranging and very supportive environment. As I said before, students are actually able to track their own progressions through the course, so they can see whether they've completed 40% or 85% of a unit and they're ready for their assessment. Having said that, too, of course, our usual support services are available, and of course there is always additional support available to students to contact us if they contact us, and we have a different range of supports for different things. So assessment support for students that are wanting to explore assessment tasks in different ways or maybe ask for special consideration. Our learning materials, we'll also talk about assessments as well. But the course is delivered in the learning management system, so students do not have to go outside the learning management system for anything other than instructed research or self-directed research to undertake to, for example, prepare a research report on a given topic. Aside from that, there is the opportunity, as I mentioned before, with the discussion forums where students are actually able to begin building their own professional networks within the course and before they've graduated. So we often find a number of students make connections while they're studying, and those connections actually last them well and truly, way beyond the course, and those connections become part of their professional network after graduation.
It's really an exciting thing, the digital classroom. I suppose that ability to interact in a live forum, so nothing pre-recorded, live forum with your tutor and your educator, so to ask those questions in real time. But the really, truly exciting thing is sometimes students will learn just as much off each other in a live forum as they will from the educator. And I think the educator also appreciates that forum as well, because they'll learn things from the students in their diverse and varied background that they may not have come across before.
The discussion forums are invaluable, and I must say that in a couple of the courses that I actually tutor in, I often learn a lot about our students in those discussion topics. And I think one of the great thing too is that with the live tutorials, students are actually able to engage with other students in the course in a real-time environment, and that's a little bit, how do I put this, unusual with some courses that are delivered. Then they're pre-recorded webinars or they're pre-recorded lectures. So they might say live, but they're not really. But what we do, of course, is we have a tutorial schedule that focuses on each unit, and students will actually attend on average 3 tutorials per unit across their learning journey in the course with us. So we tend to find that students very much benefit from that interaction, and they very much benefit with real-time contact with a tutor or a lecturer. And I know I prefer live people to talk to, not just looking at a recorded video, because I always think of questions while I'm watching the video and then I can't ask them. So we do know that our students actually are probably not much different than myself. So tutorials are held on a regular basis to not only support learning, but also to support that interaction as well between students.